I am about to learn how to bake a cake by only watching QTCinderella.
But why? Yeah, tell us the context.
I am a small streamer, YouTuber guy, and with that comes a lot of people giving me really bad ideas. And just over a year ago, my one friend challenged me to do this. And yeah, his birthday's coming up. And so, why not? For the next 7 days, I will be solely watching QTCinderella, learning all there is to know on how to bake a cake, and hopefully surprise my friend for his birthday. However, there are some rules. 1, I must make everything from scratch, so no box cakes or pre-made frostings. 2, I can only learn from watching QTCinderella. I can research some stuff like, I don't know, how many cups are in a teaspoon, but all recipes and strategies will be from her. 3, the cake actually needs to taste good. Like, I want him to think I got this cake professionally made and truly surprise him. And if I can't do that, I'm kind of saying I failed the challenge. So, let's get some ingredients. Hello. That was pretty cringe. We just finished work, and today I went and created a whole playlist of a bunch of QTCinderella videos. So this is basically what I'm gonna use to like keep track of like the videos that I've watched, and probably just go down the list. Truthfully told, to be honest, today we need to go get some ingredients. I don't even know what goes into a cake. I'm just gonna pick a video at random, and on the way there, listen and see, you know, what might be brought up. Eggs, milk, toast, who knows?
Toast?
Probably not toast. Okay. So. Okay. Allow me. Okay, so we're here at Walmart. I got my Crocs on, and so, yeah, we're ready to go. The only problem is that the VOD we watched on the way over here, kind of showed nothing important. And they also use a box cake. So we're just gonna go inside, and I'm just gonna grab everything I think that like goes into a cake. I did see that they had like eggs and what I think is milk on the table, so that's a plus. But yeah, but let's see what happens. Okay, let's go. There's just one problem. My current base knowledge of cake ingredients basically goes like this: flour, eggs, milk, sugar, and vanilla. So without learning much from our first video,
I'm gonna do a lower accurate rate. Why?
Okay.
me and my low IQ struggled a lot getting these ingredients.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Dude?
Yeah, we had that too. Yeah, we got that too.
I don't know the difference between baking soda and baking powder. So yeah, we kind of wasted a trip, but we did get these 2 things out of it.
D1!
Okay, so here we go. I don't know how the shot's gonna be. I think I need to get changed. I don't think the black's doing me justice right now. Okay guys, we're back home, and I was thinking though, this is probably the perfect opportunity to test what I already know. My base cake knowledge, so to speak. So to basically make like a so-called control cake, something that, you know, we can do some comparisons. That way we can see how good of a baker, or should I say master baker, I can be by the end of this. So let's do it. First, I started off by stealing some of my mom's cake pans, then went straight into putting everything into a bowl. Sugar, vanilla, eggs, and some and of course, flour. Okay, so I was like running around, oh my god, where is it? Trying to find, oh, little kitty cat. I was trying to find the flour. I was like, where is it? Can't find it. Shit, turns out, go over here. It was here all along. Look at that. How could I have even spotted that? If I didn't spot that, how would I have ever have seen that little piece of shit? Also, our place is a mess, don't worry about that. So we got our fleur and our chigour in the bowl. Okay, this is what they call a Dutch angle in cinematography. So I don't actually know measurements. So I'm just gonna guesstimate how many spoons should go into the bowl, and we'll figure it out.
Once everything was in a bowl, however, I hit a bit of a wall. You see, I grabbed this chocolate bar thinking this is what I would use to make the cake into a chocolate cake. The issue though is I have no idea how to do that.
We're gonna chop up the chocolate, and then chop a little bit up of the, probably honestly right where this blue line is, of butter. Chop them all up into like little cubey bites, throw them into here, and then honestly, I think like what it'll do is it will help melt in like the solid like doughy bit. It will all melt and liquefy in it, kind of like a cookie. Oil up the pan, throw it in, take it out, see how it is. The one thing though is I haven't learned how to do frosting. And so what I was thinking is I was only gonna do half of the chocolate in the cake and then do the other half on top. So kind of like a pizza, I'm gonna take it out midway through, drobble the chocolate on top, put it back in, and then have it melt over. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, the milk. Fuck.
After putting a bit of milk in, we then toss in some vanilla and chop some chocolate cubes.
Okay, so here's how it, so I got everything mixed in. Okay, so I have everything mixed together, but the thing is, I have no idea if it's currently turning out good or bad. It seems as I'm mixing it that it's way too dry, but at the same time, I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, it's way too wet. You guys look at this, and I'll let you guys be the one to judge. I don't know. So.
After spreading it on a pan, I began thinking this was starting to look a lot more like a cookie than a cake, but I don't know. I continued on and threw this into the oven.
Okay guys, that felt terrible, but let us see how it turned out.
And it failed. The chocolate didn't melt like how I thought it would, and the taste, very, very subpar, to put it lightly.
Shit. That's fine, we'll fix it, maybe just a bit of a spread. Shit. Oh, come on. Ugh, all right, so who could have guessed how that would have turned out? I honestly, for the rest of the night, I think I'm just gonna chill, get cozy, you know, lay back and watch some QTCinderella. Hopefully be able to find out what ingredients I actually need and see how things are like supposed to be done. So yeah. Okay, alright. Oh yeah. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, I totally didn't just wake up. Oh my god. Ugh, it's so early.
Okay, so today's obviously a new day and it's daytime. Obviously didn't just wake up, but okay, so we have a lot of things that we have to do. Also, yes, I got a haircut. So today at work, I've just been watching QTCinderella making a chocolate cake. So I'm like 3-4 hours into that. Learned a lot. So I have to go. Okay, so
Gonna cut myself off here because I'm terrible at vlogging and said nothing beyond this point. So here's the plan. We are gonna start tackling this in 3 different sections, one for each part of the cake. And we're starting with the fluffy bit. But the idea is to be a bit more, I don't know, theatrical? To be a bit more brain. The hope is to focus on specific videos and tackle questions like, I don't know, ingredients, measurements, size, circumference, temperature. All right, this is sounding a little weird without context, but hopefully, I don't know, that makes a little bit of sense. And yeah, today we're starting with Fluffy. Truthfully, I don't have a better name for this part of the cake. I don't know. I just been calling it like the fluffy part. Yeah, yo, what's up? It's narrator Crimmy here. Not gonna lie, I kind of just jumped in and didn't record anything on day 2. I legit just started recording myself baking and went from there. So here to give you a little bit of sauce, a little bit of information. But yeah, day 2 started out by searching for videos and VODs that had Cutie baking from scratch. This way, I'm able to write down the exact steps and ingredients that she uses. If I can't learn how to bake a cake, maybe I can memorize the process. Which all led me to finding her bake-alongs. Each one having a recipe actually posted in her Discord, and each one having her explain the exact steps of what to do. And yeah, these were the main source of content of hers that I watched from here on out of this challenge. But the top videos that I watched today were Arcane Bake-Along with Sandwich, Girl Dinner with Pokimane, which, by the way, oh my god, I had to rewatch this one like 5 times because I just kept getting, I don't know, mesmerized by the girl drama, dude. I can't get enough. And last but not least, Breath of the Wild cake with my online parasocial boyfriend, Punkro, which is a long story, but TLDR.
Punkro, just saying we're both eating right now, so it's kind of like a date. God fucking damn it. Dude,
but each of these videos are filled with a bunch of different tips and also feature Cutie's famous chocolate cake. And that's exactly where we're starting off here tonight. I went down and wrote her whole recipe from Girl Dinner, but generally, I just kind of followed along. And that was starting with mixing the sugar and eggs together, as I guess this creates like a chemical reaction, which I guess is a good thing. Unfortunately, I am terrible at cracking an egg with like one hand and ended up making a whole mess, so that was cool. Mayo. Yep. This one caught me really off guard and is the next thing involved in this recipe. Like, it makes a lot of sense because mayo is primarily just made up of oil and eggs. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's solely made up of oil and eggs. The 2 different ingredients that make a cake: a washed, sultry. My girlfriend hates the word, so trying to avoid that. But I'll let Cutie explain herself the whole mayo thing.
Because we just need the chicken strips from the yolk itself. The yolk of an egg provides the chicken strips. The cake. In other chocolate cakes, I've used mayonnaise rather than using. Yeah, but it's okay because you can't taste the mayonnaise. All it does is add chicken strips. Cake, because what mayonnaise is just oil and eggs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't taste it.
So yeah, we just added a whole bunch of that in and moved on. And now we get into something called dry ingredients. You see, I guess when you bake a cake, you do the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients separately and then mix them in at the end. There's a whole plethora of different reasons why to do that, but I think the main reason is to allow like the sugar and the eggs and stuff to like I don't know, congeal? I don't think that's the right word. And then have it be easier to mix with the dry ingredients afterwards. I think it's like the wet ingredients do like their chemically stuff. And then after it does all that jazz, you mix it with the dry ingredients. And that is exactly what we do. I just got a little confused on the directions.
Okay, so now if I can follow this goddamn fucking puzzle correctly here, it looks like we need to mix half of the dry into the wet, and then half of the dry coca into the wet, then the remaining dry into the wet. Well, then the remaining. What the fuck? Half of the dry into the wet. Oh, that's on there solid. Okay. I don't even know how to do this. What if I just, okay, I get it all here, And then I will just flick this side in. Whoa, that actually worked. Okay, okay. Wait, now we're gaming here. Okay, nice. I don't know if I'm able to, like, if I should just actually use the whisk, or if I should use the, whatever this is called, the driller. I don't know if I'm allowed to use this or not, but it said whisk, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so then, whisk half dry coca into the wet. Half dry coca? This is, what do you mean half dry coca? This is the only coca. Oh, am I messing up here doing this?
No, I think you're fine.
Okay. Okay. That was a little bit fucking more than half, but okay, whoops. Now, the reason why we do this in this funky dunky process is to not overmix, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks like I fucked up. This is incredibly wet. Oh, because we have the other half of the dry. Okay. Which is now we put the rest of this in, and then the rest of the coca. Okay. No, that was not enough. I messed up something here. I think I messed up something. Oh. Every time I do anything with flour, I always feel like I'm baking a pizza. I don't know if I'm the only one. Let me know down in the comments. See that? That's what like YouTubers do.
Yeah. So once everything was mixed together, we threw the batter into the oven, and they actually seemed to have came out great. With a little finagling to get them out of the pan, it was time for a taste test.
This turned out pretty good! Like, oh my god, I was worried. Now it's thin. It's very thin. But like, I was worried that like it wasn't, like it was too liquidy. But apparently, just follow the recipe.
Also, yo, hey, what's up? Hi. Just chiming in because at this point of the night, I was losing my mind and decided it'd be a good idea to use peanut butter and jelly as a frosting. So, there's that.
Is that good? That clear? Okay, nice. Oh my god, look at that. Oh yeah, now we obviously, I think, need a bit more filling, but we just, don't have enough ingredients. So that's fine. Here we go. Just the fluffy. One for me, one for you. Here we go. It tastes pretty bad. What went wrong? It's the coffee.
There's not much going on in it.
That tastes horrible.
It tastes horrible, but the texture's good.
The texture's great. It's actually very moist.
Cutting it off there because, I was about to say the word. But yeah, it actually turned out surprisingly well. And looking back now, I'm noticing that I was supposed to use hot coffee to bloom the coca, and the piece that I ate was like on the edge, and I think it was like burnt a little bit, so I think like it tasted a little weird. But overall, damn, yeah, like the points and the stuff that we learned today got us incredibly far. I mean, just looking at the two cakes side by side, with, sure, yeah, I kind of messed up with the PB&J frosting, but that's a lot of improvement. But that leads me to day 3. Improvement. How was that transition? Was that really cool? Anyway, okay, so it turns out I'm really terrible at all this filming shit, but anyway. I wasn't really feeling too confident after that last cake with like my skills, and so I wanted to give it one more try. And so I kept on watching some more QTCinderella, and that's when I found this, a coffee cake bake-along. And part of me thought, hey, wait a minute, this is kind of interesting. Try out a new form of cake, see if I can learn any new tricks or something.
Mr. Kitty Cat.
But when I started, I actually realized I was right about the whole sugar egg thing. I guess it's something called creaming your sugar.
So we are starting with, we're creaming our sugar. What that means, you'll hear that said a lot, creaming your sugar, is you're taking your butter, that's required, and you're mixing it with sugar, because what the sugar granules do is they break up your butter and you get this nice paste, kind of. It's the best way to avoid having butter chunks in your mix, which is a lot of people's #1 issues.
But if you didn't know what a coffee cake was, that's fine. I didn't either. The best way I could probably describe what it is like a very dry, but not so dry apple crumble, but without the apple. Anyway, and other than the whole like creaming your sugar thing, I also got better at like measuring your measurements and figuring out the whole like wet and slash like dry ingredients combination. But yeah, I mean, doing the whole process again really got me going into the whole baking cycle, which was pretty cool.
Fuck yes! You got it.
Yeah? Okay. But yeah, the coffee cake was a whole layered system, which goes batter filling, batter topping. And while it seems simple, I somehow still messed it up.
What is flour? You know? Watch this. This is the struggle of being poor and not having tools.
We have tools.
Well, we have the tools, but we have to wash them in between.
It's an everybody issue. Nobody should have like 10 fucking measuring cups.
When I become a billionaire, I'm going to have at least 20 half cups.
Wow.
Everything else shall remain the same. But half cups, we'll have 20.
No, we're gonna have one.
But it will be a very big one. Mike Wazowski. Now, the one thing I did learn is when it comes to brown sugar,
Sandcastle.
so when you use brown sugar, you have to make sure to make a sand castle out of it. That's the that's the trick. Oh, wow. Isn't that a release? Anyway, okay, I think that is it for the topping. I mixed them up. Shit. I mixed up both the filling and the topping, and they have different...
Okay, wait, let's pop.
Alright, so that's the topping. All I have to do now is repeat the same exact thing for the filling.
So yeah, I don't know, the cake process went pretty well and we got into the oven, but here's some things that I learned along the way. When plopping batter into a pan or a second layer like this, make sure to do little plops all around the pan, that way you can spread it a bit easier. But yeah, let's see how this turned out.
Now you can breathe.
Now I have to clean up. Oh no! No! I'm wearing the jacket because I'm naked, but...
Stick it back in.
Okay, here's the update. I got a little too hot, so I'm not trying to show my nips. So we're gonna have some interesting angles as I explain this, but it's 11:12 at night, and I just took the cake out, gave it a couple extra minutes in the oven. I don't know, I'm really nervous that I didn't cook it for long enough. It's so hard to tell, but I'm gonna give it 10 minutes to cool down and then yeah, see how it turns out. Yeah, I don't know, wish me luck.
So yeah, this actually turned out to be one of the best cakes I have ever tasted. And like a funny note, I actually don't like cake, but like this one was like really good. So good, in fact, that like I'm not sure what cake I want to use for the final one to surprise my friend. This or like the chocolate cake, but that's a problem for future Crimmy to find out. But for now, we tackle frosting.
Okay. Oh, shit.
You probably ask yourself, why are you on the floor? Truthfully, it's kind of just been one of those days. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I am really bad at recording myself, and yes, for the third time,
looking back, I really tried, but I ended up just yapping about nothing for like 30 minutes straight. So that's why we're here. In the PJs. But yeah, frosting. QT has thousands of videos out at this point, and I was able to find not a whole lot. So most of this day was spent just trying to find any recipe or bake-along that had frosting that I could. And that's when I came across these three. A chocolate frosting that was for like a brownie, a frosting that was for like a Cinnabon, and then I just decided that, wait a minute, I can just take out the cocoa in the chocolate frosting, and then it will just probably hopefully be a normal default vanilla frosting. And that's actually the one that we're gonna be starting with. So we had the milk, butter, and vanilla, and by this point, I actually couldn't remember exactly what she did. We just added some of that, you know, powdered sugar and continued on. If you look here, it's all like water and just like a big glob of butter. So, but the one thing I did see in one of her videos is if you tip it like this and then put it in. So I'm just gonna try to like mash these right into the butter to try to, like, you know, get it.
I think that's the most dangerous. I think the butter's supposed to be soft. No.
I don't know, but go. Whoops. In case you hadn't have noticed, yeah, the issue was that I didn't melt the butter anywhere near close enough, but it unfortunately just took me way too long to realize. Okay, well now the good, so that's good because now it's all like in there and it's all shredded for us. So now we can go again, and this time it should work. It should work pretty well. Here we go. Okay, I think I gotta get a new mixing bowl. I think, actually, no, we're not scared. Okay, yeah. Get it thickening. I see it, yep. Ah! Okay, yeah, I did something wrong. New plan. I'm just gonna put this over top and then keep on going. Here we go. Ah! Oh God. Okay, so I tried putting in a bigger bowl. It didn't help. So what I'm thinking now is I guess the butter isn't melty enough. And so I'm gonna try putting this into a glass bowl because this is obviously metal. And I'm gonna try to put it in the microwave in hopes that that melts the butter enough. Because right now it's just congealed, congratulated butter. So. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, we did it. Truthfully, I don't know. I don't know if we did it. This is what it looks like. I don't know. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's very buttery. You know, it tastes like frosting. Yeah, the flavor's not fully there because I fucked up with the sugar. So, yeah, time to restart. Try it again, and but this time with the cream cheese. No, yes. Let's do it. Thankfully, the cream cheese actually came with measurements on the label, so I just kind of went about using that. Then just, yeah, made sure to milk it in the microwave. I didn't record it though, so, you know, this is what it looked like, I guess. But from there, all we did was add all the ingredients together and started mixing. I just somehow also got this wrong as well. It ended up being way too runny, and not sure of what to do, I just added some more powdered sugar, but again, it seemed as though it wasn't enough. Oh, okay. Two failed attempts. Huh? Mr. Handsome Boy. Hey, Mr. Handsome. We have one more cake. We have one more frosting, one more attempt. And if this doesn't go well, then we're back to the drawing board, back to the videos, back to watching QTCinderella. So here we go. And this time started the exact same. We melted the butter, but I tried not to do it too much, thinking that's what we messed up on the last frosting. And beyond that, we just added everything else in. All right, here we go. Okay, so now I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna have to go back and see if she infused the cocoa with like coffee or whatnot. But I mean, here we go. I mean, this one, honestly, I think is third time the charm. Once we got all like the measurements in order, this is looking absolutely fantastic. It smells good, but let's see the taste. Here we go. Wow. But that's actually really good. I would say it's on like the sandy side. It's kind of, you know, when there's like too much sugar and it's a bit like you can still feel the grains, but wow, that is absolutely fantastic. And I don't even like cake or chocolate frosting. Well, that's good. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, after 2 disasters, we finally had something good enough to like, you know, put on a cake. And the frosting does seem pretty easy. You really just need to make sure you're getting your butter right, you know, not too melted, not too not melted. But yeah, I mean, with that settled, we completed that section. Oh my god, you know? Woo! Yeah, I don't know, we can now finally move on to the very last, well, last before the last chapter. Flavor. So I've kind of been lying to you guys a little bit. This was supposed to be just like a 1-week challenge, you know, each section within like a day and a half, 7 days total type deal. It kind of took like 3 months, the entire summer. So yeah, lots happened. The family dog passed away. I've been moving, you know, so that's been a whole ordeal. I even met an online friend for the first time. That was a surprise. That was pretty cool. But all there is to say is this, yeah, took way, way, way longer than expected. And with that, my friend's birthday, long gone, way past. Whoops, missed that train. So yeah, but retroactively speaking here, I had another opportunity that was coming up. My Aunt Jeannie, who passed away a little ago, had her birthday, and my family, to celebrate it, thought it'd be cool to host a potluck. And in that, I thought it'd be a great idea to, you know, say, hey, look, I'll get the birthday cake. You know, making them think that I would just like pick it up from Costco or something. But with me actually hand baking it itself, you know, I thought, fuck, like this is such a good opportunity. This is a sweet thing to do. It's nice. You celebrate it, and then, you know, woo, the challenge keeps going on. So I did only have like 3 days left to do it though. I found out on like the Wednesday, and the potluck was happening on like the Saturday. So without even figuring out all the parts, I still had a lot left ahead of me. So let's lock in and figure out the final slice of this cake. The flavor. Haha, yes. So yeah, haha, YouTuber. Call me A-Rack here for like faking it all, you know what I'm saying? It's hard being a YouTuber, okay? It's really hard to film yourself. A lot harder than it seems. So anyway, yep, flavor. Okay, bye. So I began researching for the flavored section, and that's when I came across this video by Cutie. Fan's time to make cake pops. And that got me thinking, what if I turned the cakes I knew how to make into cake pops? That way I can try to get a tally of what like recipe or cake people prefer. The issue is I never had a cake pop before.
Hello. Do you guys have cake pops right now?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want? Could we get the chocolate one?
Yeah.
The strawberry one, and then if you could check for the cookies and cream one.
Yeah, we have one of those.
Okay, that'd be perfect.
Anything else for you?
Nope, all good.
Okay, come on up.
All right, thank you.
Dude, it's so scary ordering from Starbucks every time. I don't know.
Are you scared of a woman?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we're at the gym, so perfect time to have some cake pops. Anyway, I guess this is what a professional cake is supposed to taste like.
That's a big bite.
I was gonna say, how am I supposed to eat
A
it?
small bite.
A small bite?
Yeah.
Like this? Or like this?
On the side. Turn it. Turn it. Nope. Like, yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Ah, like this?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It smells like a brownie.
But I was gonna say, it tastes like a brownie. But it's good though. Oh, this one's interesting because it almost is like a brownie as well.
It's white chocolate on the outside with the brownie.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah.
It's good.
It was good though.
My favorite so
Yeah.
far.
I like the white chocolate on the outside.
You love white
That's delicioso. All right.
chocolate. Oh, that looks
Oh.
good.
The other two were like brownies, but this one's definitely like a cake in terms of like the fluffy. I think out of the three, my favorite would probably be the cookies and cream. I mean, hey, this ain't a Starbucks cake pop review. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm excited. I don't really know what to say. I started off baking another one of Cutie's famous chocolate cakes as we kind of messed up the first one, and for the sake that this was like a whole month later, but we needed this as we were going to make both the chocolate cake pop and a coffee cake pop. And now, from watching Cutie's video with FanFan, it actually looked pretty easy. You just smash down like your current cake, pour whatever frosting you have into the mix, and then just mush it into some balls. The next step here actually involves our next like QTCinderella tip of dunking the straw stick thingy into the chocolate, which by the way, yes, I did end up using white chocolate for this as it just tasted so good from like the Starbucks cake pops. But anyway, this trick here allows the chocolate to like make a bit of a ledge that like the cakes can sort of stand on, which, you know, helps when you place them upright. I just, you know, forgot to get something like that, and it didn't really matter in the end. But, you know, taste over looks. I also then just repeated this whole process with the chocolate cake, but I forgot to film any of it. So that now just brings us to our taste test. The hope is, yeah, to see what cake flavor people prefer. All right, so we're at the local gym, and we're gonna see if anyone wants to try the cake pops. I did eat basically almost all the coffee cake ones, though. They were absolutely delicious. So, yeah, let's see if anyone wants to try some creamy cake pops. Okay, our first target is my mom. She has a client right now, though, so we have to be really, really fast before she has to go back. Okay, so this is our first taste tester of the coffee cake cake pop.
Okay.
So
did you make it?
I made everything here. Yep.
Okay.
I made it all from scratch.
It's really good.
Okay.
He did a cream cheese frosting in it.
It's delicious and it's nice and
chicken strips.
Luckily, later that day, my girlfriend was actually having a friend over, and I thought that would be the perfect opportunity to get some more testers.
It's good.
That's good. Good.
I like.
Nice.
And I don't like chocolate cake. That is good.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
Low-key better than Starbucks.
Oh,
I like.
yeah, that's good. Sweet.
I'm so happy I saved that one to last. I believe he made it. It's so good. It's crazy.
Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so it looks like, if I'm reading this correctly, coffee cake 1, which I mean makes sense because it was like phenomenally delicious. But new issue is the potluck's tomorrow, so I only have a day, like less than I have tonight, to finish this cake. So yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess we gotta get going. Here we go. Okay, let's do this. Yes, let's do it. Okay. Shit. It's Brittany, bitch. We started off by just like gathering all the ingredients and then melting the butter, making sure, you know, we were using all the lessons and tips we got from QTCinderella, creaming our sugar, cracking our eggs on like a flat surface, and also using mayo. Well, you're probably asking, why mayo? The recipe obviously doesn't call for it here. Well, it's because I'm expecting like a lot of people to be eating this cake, so I'm trying to actually like increase all the measurements by like, I don't know, a half? A smidge? And it seemed like adding a whole additional egg was just like way too much. But a spoon of mayo? Now you're talking. All that was left to do now was just finish mixing and getting started on the dry ingredients. I wasn't exactly sure about like the salt, so I kinda just took a guess, but the batter looked to turn out just fine. But I did have a feeling that it was too dry, so I added just a touch of milk. Forget if I heard Cutie saying to do that or not. I feel like she did. I don't know. Kinda just felt like the right thing to do. Once the batter was done, I wrapped it up and started prepping for the filling and like the toppings. With butter, cinnamon, flour, and brown sugar, I got them all quickly mixed up and did a little bit of cleaning up, as you know, it helps to keep up the cleanup. Now, all we really have to do is just butter up the pan and get the batter in. I didn't really record it though, so, you know. But here's how it looked after. I then just put in the filling and started popping the batter for like the second layer. I just ran into a really big problem. You see, I didn't make enough batter, so double checking the recipe, I just started right again. Also, this made me use up the rest of my ingredients, so this was my very last shot at getting it done. Dun, dun, dun. Look at that. Okay, I will say, there's a fucking hair on that bitch. It looks like maybe I cooked at too high of a temperature because the top's like too like crusty, but let's swing this bitch open and then see what we got. Here's my hand for reference. So lax. You know, it's a pretty decently large cake. The thing is that what I'm kind of trembling on is that there's going to be a lot of people at this party, and I don't know if this is enough cake to go around. I feel like I should have made probably 2 of them. We'll just forget about that. And with that, the final cake was done. All we had to do now is just wait until tomorrow and head over to the potluck. Nothing could go wrong from here, right? I'm kind of in a big rush, and I forgot the frosting. I got too distracted with World of Warcraft last night, so all the ingredients in a bowl, no measurements, whiskey whisk. Again, 0 measurements. Everything is in the baker's eye. Oh my god, I think I am a genius! Like, that actually turned out, like, really good. It has chunks. I'm trying to get the chunks out, but this looks fantastic.
and not super runny like it was last time. Wow, just like don't measure and you're good. Kind of bazonkers. Just tasted it. Oh my god, absolutely fantastic. I wish I could tell you guys how that tastes. So good. Okay, the plan is I want to drizzly, frizzly over top. At first I was thinking just like a poof, right? Just poof. But I think what I'm gonna do instead is a nice drizzly wizzly. I don't have any of those thingers, so I'm gonna make one out of a Ziploc bag. Okay, so all I'm gonna be doing is just scooping this into here, and then once I have it all scooped is when I will cut. There we go. Lock this bitch up. Get it all here to the bottom, just like that. And then, can you guys see it? Okay. Just a little. Okay, here we go. How does that? Oh, I think I kind of ruined it. All right, shit. I think that looks even. I think if I just did the one, it looked good, but going back and forth now it looks bad. What if I just like dollop around it? Oh my god, that looks so good! Wait, okay, I did mess up with the cross hatching, but I think the dollops around the side perfected it. Maybe just one in the center. Oh my god, look at that, bro! Okay, now it's time to get this pumpkin squash to my family. The problem? Okay, it's, okay, well, you're gonna have to trust me on this one. It's 11:03. I can't for the life of me get that. So it's 11:03, and it starts at 1 p.m. And I gotta go get Caitlin from her, what's it called? Her grandparents, and then go over there. So, okay, here we go. Everything living on the table. She's gonna be absolutely annoyed with me. How am I gonna bring it? Shit, wait a minute. How am I gonna bring this cake? I don't wanna mess up. I don't wanna mess up the top part. I didn't get a cake carrier. No, that's gonna absolutely slide off in the matter of 2 seconds. Shit. Here's the problem. I don't have I don't know what you carry cakes in. I don't have a cake carrier. And I have nothing that can be like a lid. So, my mom might have one. I'm gonna go down to my mom's house. Okay, one second. Okay, I'm saying screw it. We're just gonna go. I have no more time. I'm just gonna put it in the back seat of the car and drive very slowly. So, okay, I'll see you there, or be square.
With the cake finally done, all I had to do was just go pick up my girlfriend and head straight to the potluck. And hopefully try to just sneak the cake in as is, because, well, it looks completely homemade from still being in the pan. The issue though is that the cottage is on an island and we needed to be ferried across. So, unfortunately, I did have to let some people in on the secret.
I can just like see like a voiceover being like, and there I was, walking with the cake, very confused about where to go.
How the fuck do we get over?
Okay guys, I just snuck in and we put the cake down. So all there's left to do is just find some like birthday candles and put on our best performance. Truly, guys, it has been an absolute roller coaster, and QTCinderella has been with me the entire way. Though, I guess I couldn't have done it without her. Physically. Okay, guys, let's do this.
Okay, so the surprise is I actually baked the cake myself.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Just fine? No, to take home.
Your dad was halfway through swallowing.
I'll wrap them up for you, Dad.
Okay.
Take control